this? Like, it's a kind of a horror. Oh no, it went full screen. Shit. Nah, what are you doing? Can you actually see this? Oh boy. The short horror game, which I'm gonna assume it is a short horror game. Wait. Boy. Ah yes, this is fine. Not sure how loud this will be because I'm not hearing anything right now. That sounds loud. It's okay? I'm gonna just assume that it sounds fine. I hope for the best. Your game will be saved automatically. However, recommend that you put aside an hour and a half and complete home in a single sitting. Oh boy, it's gonna take me an hour and a half. Nice. Turn out the sound, turn off the lights. Yeah, I have that right now. Oh, I remembered at that point I was finding myself alone. Oh my head, where was I? It was so dark. That's a very weird blinking. There was something by my feet, a flashlight. Can I actually press enter? No, I had to. Ah, it's kinda cute. Wait. Oh no. Wait, let me just move out. Okay, it looks fine. Okay, here's the thing, it's full screen. It's in full screen. There is no settings for Windows, so I won't be able to see shit. I can't see. I cannot see the chat at all, so just saying. What am I doing? Oh, that's kind of cute. You're not using arrow keys for this, so is that puke? Is there anything I can do? ZXC ASD QWE 123. Nothing. It's just mouse, okay. That house, where was I? You don't that house, where was I? What? There is puke on the ground. Are you not gonna look at that? A very weird pixelated very weird pixels. Anyway, there was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Is that all you have to say? He's pretty chill about this. Oh, they sound very cute. What is that? What is that black green thing on the ground? That's so cute. Oh, I need to like this. I need to like this, right? Eh? Oh my god, it was so loud. Holy shit. I need to move out. That was very loud. I'm going to be started so badly, aren't I? Just move slowly. That's a waste of time. I'm not gonna go to the basement. That's dumb. Where did my cat go? This. So strange because I can't do anything else. The desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Of course you do. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. It looks like kind of a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Ah yes, a typical amnesia thing. Blood on the wall. There's blood? It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. And I had to get out of there. Dun dun. Plot twist, you are the murderer. Don't you remember? Oh, there's stuff. Oh, there's water dripping. You remember? Was your boss. He was gonna hire you and you were pissed. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. Wait, I'm sorry. You did not notice any sort of difficulty or pain in your legs, and you're like, oh, I noticed I was limping right now. What's going on? I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Oh, it's not the basement. I'm upstairs. The shelf was full of books and local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. I did not like what I heard. It was very loud in my ears. Wait, let me adjust the audio, excuse me. There you go. An old dining table, covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Something on the ground. A black and white photo. It was like the man upstairs and his wife, I guess. There was no reason for me to keep this. Do I take it? I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this will help me find some answers. Maybe you should get the fuck out. Is that the cat? Oh no, it's not. A thin grey mouse was stuck in a trap, but it looked frantic but exhausted. Do I free it? I mean, there's a reason why there's a mouse trap, right? It must have been like chewing away all the stalks. Do I free it? No. It's not a good idea. And maybe if I free it, the mouse will be like, "You're my savior, thank you. I will help you in the future." Sounds really something you see in the fairy tale books. A collection of rusty tools. These look like they've seen a lot of use and were caked in damp smelling dirt. Why weren't they in the shed? Because you murdered them, boy! Look at that! It's you! A photo similar to the old one I picked up. It's been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Do I push the switch? It's weird. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. I guess it would somewhat benefit. Your choice matters. No! Ah, God, no! I thought if I just left and just came back, I can just decide whatever. If I could free it. Now I feel bad. What is this for? It's very weird. It's very specific. It's the only thing you can do. It's very strange. What's up with that? Okay, I'm pretty sure there's nothing here. Can I not even check my inventory? Is there no such thing? Wow, there isn't. Oh boy. Wait. That mirror. Oh my god, I don't like this. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud cake all over my there was mud cake all over my shoes. Front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Did I like break the window? Had it ever occurred to you? The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to the sheen. I wonder if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning on him. There is something behind the curtains. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. I'm feeling very weirded, like Do you have to do that? Ah, yes. The infamous basement. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? The box forward and it finally gave. Don't do it, boy. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. Dank smells rose from the passage. Do I climb down the ladder? Do I climb down the ladder? A normal person would say no. I'm just saying. We need to progress with the... I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape. I had to get out. What's that? Footprints on the dirt. It looks more like... it looked like more than one kind and a lot of traffic. I'm gonna die here. Like, there's gonna be a lot of people. There's actually more than one person here waiting to attack you. There's a map. Places all over were marked on the old map of town, the industrial area near the river, various houses and even the water tower near the old rail station. Boy, newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait, there were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Wait, too late. A work table covered in paper stood and handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it. The writing is a bit weird though. It's like I don't take it. Do I take it? Well, it's like I didn't take it. Did I? It just sounds to me like he's recollecting something that's happened. So I'm getting the impression he's a murderer. But that's a bit too typical, right? You need it to protect yourself, I guess. Or its weight is somehow... It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Oh, look, hooks where you can hang meat to store aspirations. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. This is a letter. What's this? It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom, something wet. Oh, we don't need to know that kind of shit. We don't need to know. The desk looked old and was kicked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters though. Here if A. These look like header, right? Roland. Are these names? Because none of it made any sense to me. Plus it doesn't. Do I go down? This ladder looks a lot more rustier though. Some kind of homemade rack, slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. But they didn't actually use that, did they? Oh, it's not a ladder. It's just like a ladder to me. Oh my god, this looked like a silhouette of a person. Actually startled me for a bit. Some kind of old boxes. They look like they were years old. Wait a minute, these boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? Boy. Birds? Radio? Birds? Radio? Nice bats! Oh, blah, so cute. I remembered noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. Wait, do you just cross? I guess you do. Oh, what's this? There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Do I take it? Maybe the rope will make that broken ladder easy to descend. There's bones here. I'm sure you can't see that shit, but what is that? Something up there. What is that? I had the rope now. There must have been a use for it around somewhere. What? What is that? Oh, that was where the rope was. Excuse me, I have short attention span. Rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? I could hear a faint hum and the smell from before started to get worse. Okay, this is so convenient. There are boxes for you to actually, you know, keep a hole when you need to go back out. That's kind of reassuring. There are lights here, so it's been well lived. Look, a bunch of old newspapers, pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out danger due to cave-in. Oh! Music ensures. Oh god. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed familiar. It seemed like a familiar weight there. Was you killed? An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there. It's your wife. But it was so high up. There must be the sore landing. It was you! Sore landing! You were limping. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet and there was grass smeared within it. Boy! If the arrow wrote this, I don't believe. What's this? What's this? Would there be anything that will help me? What's this? Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like that old videotape was sticking out. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. It shows the moment of your murder of Rachel. Yeah, I'm talking about Silent Hill too. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? I didn't hear anything. What's this? A kitchen knife. A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. But do I take it either way? Yes. Wait, am I actually reinforcing? Like, I'm actually helping him in establishing the fact that he is not actually the victim here. So it's like, these are the stuff that he had with him in the first place. It's just that he fell and forgot. I slipped the knife in my boot since I had a gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? I don't know. Do you? The arrow is an exit, but I need to know. Nope. Nope. Oh god. Yes. Okay, I shouldn't touch it. I am touching everything I see, I'm just saying. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator, but I had no idea how it worked. Definitely this is not where he left them, but something happened. Sound? Sound? Okay, how about I just don't touch any of these and I just head straight to the exit. there was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting, by the way. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. I should be doing that in the first place. It is not clicking for me. I am expecting a jump scare right now. Oh, it actually changed. Through the dust, I could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in these sewers. Are there like a whole long time of sewers under a house? Who invested in this? What? Eh? Oh my god, did I actually miss something? I would feel very, very dumb if that's the case. I heard something just now. There was a clang sound. I thought I could just get here straight away, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Somebody's interfering with me. Is that it? I'm pretty sure I turned everything. Unless there's actually instruction on what to not turn, which I might have been an idiot to not look at it. I did not pay attention, did I? Yeah, it's to the side. I guess I just keep doing it until the protagonist says, yeah, you did it. Yup. Oh, that's awful. Oh boy, was that easy. Just that I did not pay attention. What is this? It looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. Please let me click on it. Please. I can't click on anything. What's going on? There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Do I take it? Of course you do. You will need it. I got the small key, but it was so odd shaped. I have no idea what it might open. I can't click it. That's weird. Why is that? Can I just use keys to move on? I can't. It's a bit flawed. Really don't think it's a glitch and doesn't feel like a glitch. No, I mean it's pretty sure it's a glitch, but I don't think it's because I spam it too much. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? What is this for? I can see a faint light within, or somebody is actually present then. Potentially present. Yeah, making sounds, making it very clear to them that somebody is here. That looks like a worm. Oh, there's a security camera. Oh, you're fucked, boy. I found another dead body, a silver worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. Ah, it was me. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Do I take it? I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. In a way that's good, right? Because this is survival. There was a hint of fresh air here, but I must have been near the exit. But I wondered, what did the key I found on the sewer worker do? And what was on the videotape that I found? This looked like this a same place. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. Okay, that makes sense. made my way up the ladder as best as I could on my leg. Would I really need that gun or that knife before the end? I wondered what was on the VHS tape. My English died. VHS tape that I found, or in that locked room. Should I check? Should I have gone back to check? Wait, is this the game questioning me? It's like, why you got items? Why didn't you just go and check? Why didn't you just backtrack? You idiot. Is this what the game is telling me right now? My head was buzzing with questions and tired thoughts as I ascended the ladder. Suddenly, as I lifted the heavy lid above me, I could smell fresh old pine trees. I can't go back down, oh boy. Oh, I can. The lid has fallen on the entrance there and was stuck shut. You are punishing me. You are punishing me for not backtracking. Can you see the eyes? When I turn, there's an eye, a pair of eyes over there. Some wild animal watching me. Whoa, is it locked? It's a weird sound. Let's do it again. I think it is rather loud. Okay, I need to stop that. Oh! An old ladder had leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb in. You can reach that? I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. You do that. There's an arrow here. It's telling me. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fits and I heaved open a rusty door. Okay, so the game is just fucking with you. So did you backtrack? The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Oh no. Okay, I think I should have gone back first and climbed the tower. What's this? This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map I had seen. Whoever was poking around these tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. What is that? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna get lost. I don't think I remember exactly where I came from, right? It's a bit strange. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. From the railing, I could see over the woods and down at the entrance of the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Yeah, right. That's right. You're absolutely right. An old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Are you not questioning about like, where's Rachel? I am here and I don't remember what happened to her. Are you not worried? The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer looking sheets, covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in the house had kept similar scribbles hidden in this bookshelf. And he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guess he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? I like how you're concerned about a stranger that you don't even know, instead of how they end up here. Is Rachel okay? No. You're like, I wonder what is this man doing here? Someone could have seen me. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes. The train routes connected to the old station, and I look at it. It seemed familiar. Oh, of course. The map I found on those tunnels have similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even his train yard. What was he doing coming back here? An old train was ripped open, and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence, was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear, like some kind of underwear. Inside the train shell, I could see a few faint impacts like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realized that I was touching the gun as I found, as I thought. That was really weird. Now. There's something there. Is it a cord or a switch? I can't really touch it either way, so. A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I found. This is very morbid. It's a bit like, what are you hinting? He keeps touching the weapons that he found when he looks to certain situations. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table to I was here. That's living evidence that you've been there, but okay. With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design to the wood. R plus H. I feel like a teenager defacing the table. Yeah, you do. Rachel. Oh, his name starts with a H. What's this? I'm not sure if I saved the cross it. No. What happens if I do though? I don't want to risk it, so goodbye. It's a plastic card of some kind. It was my credit card. What a coincidence. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Of course it's yours. You should take it then. You should take it too. It belongs to you. Ew. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wonder if I could find my way around. Thank you for letting me know about what exactly is going on. Why there's so many? Oh, it's a fire pit. Somebody is here then. 2 folding camping chairs. Oh no. The cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside, that's creepy, and could see some bedrolls. 2 backpacks and a cooler. That means somebody is here. Maybe you could ask for help. You can hear footsteps, you heard that? You can hear somebody is... There was some personal effect shoved into the rock. Boss, inside the cheap dollar store notebook, not a bit much. Doesn't even make sense. Ah, there. Hey, they're all ladies. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Okay, I wasn't wrong then when I was looking through the other notes. I was saying, oh, Rachel. Heather is correct. Okay, they're all victims. Rachel? Her name was last in the list. I had a mark beside it in blue ink. It definitely been taken. Nope. Nope, not okay with this revelation. What is going on? No, no, no. Don't what? Don't panic. Boy. Finally, answers. Why we look almost clean? I bet you there's somebody behind the door. I'm smelling plank. I might. Oh, okay. That means I for sure would die there if I just get down. Just cross the river. Oh, this is an exit. Finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I would never want to return there. Oh, then you know what? I'll get back to you later. I need to know what's beyond the river. Yeah, the plank I found was long enough to form a bridge. Let's use it. And you made it just fine. Oh, 2 bodies. Can you imagine? That mean, wait, is it an option that I can actually get to the exit? So I would not find any of these. So I would not have found, like I would have known less about what's going on. Yeah, half dark. That's so half-assed. The younger looking one was still face out, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. Okay, just take your time to bury them. Oh, the girls weren't carrying IDs, so I couldn't determine their names. I don't know if they had a phone or something at the campsite. Maybe I could call for help. I have to go to the camp now. Terrible tragedy. Okay, it's optional though. It's something that I could opt to actually go back to find out about what's going on. Where are the campers again? I don't remember. They're here? Eh. Yeah, but you want to look for phones, right? Olivia, Daphne? It sounds very recent, like their deaths. You're not gonna look through their stuff, okay? I guess not. The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I could make out parts of the town beyond, and the first hints of light. The mysteries of the forest were behind me, but I could still feel them on my neck like a warm breath. Those girls I had found, someone had taken them from their campsite and had murdered them. Was it the same person who had left the odd notebook? I was even more eager to get somewhere safe and to find a way to reach Rachel. Okay lah, like now that he's aware that oh my god, something is going on, that my girlfriend or fiance or wife might actually be in danger. Hope she's okay. Okay, that makes sense. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant has closed almost 3 years ago. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Oh boy, that's what we all like to tell ourselves before some shit happen. Before there's some shit going on. What was that? Oh. A lot of dead people. Why is this stuff all over the place? It's strange. What's going on? Are you the murderer? Uh-huh. Oh, so it's not somewhere I should be hiding. Ah. Everything sounds really aged and old. Huh. Okay. Your generic turn on power on the generator. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. Why is everything old? He's dead. He's the murderer. Oh my god. Like, the sound startles me more than anything. It's the sound instead of like, this is very silent right now, so instead of the music, maybe like music or the visuals, it was the sound that startled me. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna make the same mistake. Yes. Oh, it's been recently used, the hammer. He's been like obtaining all the weapons he has with him. I find it very I don't know. Are you trying to tell me something, bro? And maybe I'm overthinking this again. What? Oh. I thought there was a door with the card key. You're holding the flashlight with you right now. There's something there. I stopped noticing the dull ache in my leg when a terrible sensation rolled its way down my spine. Even in the cool night air, everything felt too close. I have never felt alone or unmolested. Very specific. I tried to tell myself it was just the sight of the dead guard that was throwing me off. The poor bastard looked like he had been done in while on patrol. Was the flashlight I carried his? How did I come to possess it then? As I looked around the wet yard, you killed them. This seemed even more obvious to me. I don't believe that this isn't the case. The light seemed less a blessing and more of a mysterious omen. I had to keep moving, though. I had to find Rachel. Everything is destroyed. The fuck, in one place? That's weird. That is weird. And maybe I should have gone back for the card. For the card key. Yeah, I think I should. There will be lore. Well, there goes my card key. I just missed out one detail then. It bothers me. Does not sit well with me. Good for you. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. Oh no, I better find some shelter. I'd entered Norman's place. That's weird. Everything is so near, it's so close by. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet though, except for the faint sound of a television. Am I finally gonna get human interaction? Or is it gonna be just a dead moment? Oh, confirmed that there was a blood in the keyhole. What's that sound? I do not want to know. What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on the rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What's this doing here? Oh, they're having an affair behind your back. Nice to know. Yeah, I didn't think we're legal here. One of the stores in the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. They had placed... No. Keep it. Though it had weight on me, I had a hard time parting with just a weapon just yet. You should keep it just in case something actually finally happens. Oh, there's blood. Confirm that. EV still flickers are indecipherable channel. Oh my god, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norma, my co-worker, and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he had just been shot trying to get up. Confirm you shot him. His eyes were wide with shock, though they were already dying. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have a coat? Norman, maybe you deserved better. You probably did. You would have thought different if you find out they actually had an affair. That's why this was happening. Of course you should. Do you not want to eat actually? Maybe it'd be good to, you know, fill your stomach or something. Do I actually have to put the handgun back? Can I not? Oh, he knows how to lockpick. Not bad. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much, Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. Oh, what a waste. You could have eaten all those ice creams. The dream. One of the postcards showed an water tower. It's all old stuff. What's up with that? What had I seen? Norman was dead, but I had no idea why. I didn't even know how he could be involved in all this, but the thought of him lying on the floor up there was sickening. The only comfort I had was the gun I still carried, but was it really a comfort or curse? The rain was coming down hard, but at least I was close to home. It wouldn't be long before I got my answers. Oh my god, we're finally outside, Jesus Christ. Okay, they still need to go through this. Oh, it's not the right gate. You can't just barge in like that. What? You can't just barge into a person's yard? That's weird. Wow. Pretty much like once you cross this, you can never go back. The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it was right. I knew it wasn't right, but do I look at the letter? What's the worst that could happen? Like, you're probably in a... Are you dead? Are you actually... Are you... Maybe this is... It wouldn't hurt to open now. It was addressed to Norman. Stay away, she's mine. That was it? No signature, no other information? Oh my god, am I actually right? Norman and Rachel had an affair, and he's hitting on her, so he was like, fuck you! Oh my god, is this actually what's going on? Why? He had a handgun and he was like, it felt so familiar. I felt good having this in my hands. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. Oof, you can see the trace of blood down there. Oof. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Boy. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was this yesterday or some time before? He's dead, he's the murderer because he found out there was an affair. Where have I put the damn key? Okay. There was an affair going on. Look! Hey, there was a small pile of mail on the floor. How long have I been away? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill that they opened. What? To my surprise, he said something about cancelling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? How is it possible that the front door was locked from the inside? You can just open again then. But okay, he needs to check whether Rachel is still safe and sound. Missing piece from my wallet, and old of Rachel and I staring back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable, though I keep it anyway. Want to feel the guilt? Sure. Aw, he felt whole now. His wallet is complete. No identity. purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I can't see where this is heading to right now. White bathroom. Okay, what is up with the how do I say this? The shit. The wonders. Like now the fascination with claw-footed bathtubs. What's up with that? Why is it a thing? I do not understand because our place do not have things like bathtubs. It's not that we do not have, but you don't usually have it. Not something that makes us go wow. Okay, maybe there are actually some that goes wow, and it's just that I didn't know them yet. Oh, what's it again? Had some of the same books as you did. Isn't that a bit too suspicious? There was a suitcase. It was Rachel's. I remember it from that trip we took out west. Do I open a suitcase? That's how we don't find a corpse in there, but sure. I wasn't sure what to make of the suitcase contents. Inside was a few days worth of clothes, some toiletries and a train ticket. Where was she planning to go? Leave you? I'm sure this is the case. I have the key to the basement now, so I might as well head over. And then you find a body there. Speculation much? Old Christmas decorations, paint cans, and dirty old key. It sounds like he hasn't been here for a very long time already. It's a crack. I put up this divider wall last summer, so we could create a separate room in the basement? Is this heavy? Oh, just that we had way too much junk. Is it frozen? What was the keyboard for? I'm pretty sure I explored everything else already, right? Oh. Oh boy, I forgot about this room. It looked like the room has been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Do I need? Yes, you do need that. You appreciated its weight? Smash a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. Was Rachel down here? Is she okay? Don't look. You kept her in the cage, you fiend! and it made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far, after all this searching, after all I've seen. When I looked within the racks, do I finally find my Rachel? Oh, Rachel. There you are, my sweet, sweet Rachel. Right within the filthy racks, pale and still was Rachel. She was covered in fading bruises and what looked like cuts. Her chest was a horrible mess of blood and dirt, and I couldn't bear to look at it. The knife in my boot, the gun in my pocket. Were they the tools of her murder? I thought about all I have seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Oh, and he just went to sleep just like that. I found murder, but let's just go to sleep. I feel very tired. Dream discovery. Sleepwalk all the way there, and then with dead people on the way, that's kinda... Wait, was I at those places before? It must have been. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? Means you are the murderer, boy! Even pack up her suitcase. I mean, she doesn't really need it now anymore anyway. There, that was decided. Can I go out now? Oh, what's on the floor? Oh, you want to think about it some more, okay? What? Oh, I did not remember this. Did I try to open it? I guess no. Oh no. That was the passcode. I leafed through the notebook I had taken in the forest. Get the names that I've written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley. Those poor girls were the victims of the same person who had killed Rachel. I wonder what happened to the other names on the list, or the ones scratched out on the desk in those wet tunnels. Wait, I'm curious. Oh. I thought the passcode would be this, but I suppose not. Oh. It was the letter I had taken from the postbox. Who had it out for Norman? Who sent him that letter? It must have been someone from the neighborhood, or at least somebody wanted it to look that way. I wasn't sure what to think. Did he murder Rachel? I'm very sure it isn't. I can't be too sure either. You're the only one alive, I'm just saying. I still had no idea what was on that tape I found. If only I found a way to watch it. You have a TV, for God's sake. I have no one to get angry with me for those stupid things I buy in this TV. They kind of grim. I just go up. Yeah, I guess so. Poor guy. plan. It didn't quite add up. Was I the only one who had been going back to the factory? What if I say yes? What happens? I guess it could have been me, but what could I have been doing there? The laptop ran out of power. Plug it in then! Can't tell me you don't have an adapter. Are you telling me you don't have one? Is he involved here? Maybe, possibly. Definitely those tunnels, the odd tools in his house. He was in that show. I was ready to go back into the basement. I didn't need to save after all. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take a last look. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? Yes, I took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. I feel like I just damned myself by doing that. Guess? Oh. A mistake. Now that I stood there, I realized I couldn't go back into that room again. I had already seen too much. Really? I need to put an end to this situation one way or another. This was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer, but I had the gun again and that knife, and no food, no supplies, no toiletries, no medical supplies. This wasn't the only way to end this, I knew, but did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? I mean, there's really nothing else to look through, right? So I kinda do have to move on. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plant had helped in some way to stay grounded. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and a pile of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I had tried to give it up. I know it. Sleepwalking never really went away though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she has tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was the final act of a long-standing horror I had been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man I had found in the house had something to do with all this. Could he have killed Rachel? I'm pretty sure it's you. It has started to see that there were too many things I had seen to think otherwise. Now that I thought of it, those sewers were a terrible mystery. What had happened there? I was lucky in my way to even find my way out of there, but I never did find out what was on that tape now that I kept. What might have shown it to me? What might it have shown me? I had found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? To the point it led to murder? That's very concerning. The thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but knew I had been to that forest, and even Norman's place, well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully, I thought that would cover my tracks, so I wouldn't be blamed jewels I have found in those terrible woods, half hidden in the shadow grave. Their secret depths seems like the ultimate defiling. If I hadn't found them, would anyone have done so? Would they even have been missed? I vaguely recall the deaths I see in those tunnels, the names etched there. Someone had killed those girls. Was it that man? Pretty sure it's me. My sleepwalking had obviously been a problem lately, but it was still difficult to admit that I was the one who had been going back to the factory. The episodes had got the worst, but oh no, I hope I wasn't the one responsible for that guard. After the factory, I thought like I might find some solace if I could just... After the factory, I thought I might have just find some solace if I could just go to Norman's place. But all I had found were more horrors and more questions. Now that I really consider it, that's when I should have seen it coming. Damn, Norman, how did you get mixed up in all this? Or something got caught into my throat. I caught something in my throat, oh my god. Anyway, I know you weren't a perfect man, but none of us are, but you didn't deserve this. Maybe whoever had done you in was responsible for the other murders that happened in that town. At the very least, I was convinced you and Rachel were killed by the same person. It was you! Because you believed they were in an affair. I sincerely hope you will find some peace, my friend. I know I never would. When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess in a way it did, but how could I have known that how hopeless it all was? I started to feel so disoriented as I was when I sleepwalked to think of it now. I guess I should have known from the terrible silence that greeted me when I first stepped into our house and stood there in the kitchen. There was no sound of television, radio, and even the air was still, but seeing Rachel there, lying ruined and discarded in the basement, that was a horror I could never have imagined. I didn't know if I would find the answers I craved, but I knew that somehow the other man I found was responsible for this. If not directly, he must have had a hand in Rachel's death. So what was I doing in that damn house of his? Had I found out? Had I killed him? My damn condition made it difficult to know. Memories and time frames were always a mess and I could never be sure. Knowing that man was dead though was cold comfort. My wife was gone, and no matter what happened to me now, I was lost forever. I just swung open the door and stepped out into the air. I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from the head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I should stand there, that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Wait, what? Wait. This was like a lot of reading. I'm pretty sure this is like a multiple ending things. My reading is very botched today for some reason. That this is one of those days where everything I read is just I keep reading things wrongly. Home is dedicated to my wife Nancy. Wow. Yeah, I'm guessing like according to how depending on how you found the items and whether you actually check out to look for more information, like how I missed out the things like the key card room in the factory, which it took me a while to remember after I got out. So and how this one is pretty subjective, or it's like it's just more like what you concluded, like what you concluded with what you found. So the protagonist, you are questioning yourself. What you think is going. It's a very weird game. Oh my god. That's what it's about. So weird. Yeah, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied now. It's a short game. 4 hours has passed. Yeah, that's all. And I'm pretty much done. That's a very strange game. Wait, let me play again. Oh boy! I don't want to play again. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day or have a good night. I'll definitely be heading to sleep now. I feel very tired. Thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping by. I like to say this 3 times and yeah, goodbye.